Hello, welcome everybody. Cleansing and clearing. I always like to start off cleansing and clearing if we are able to. So please come on in and join the chat today. I'll give you a moment to pop in. So welcome. Happy Wednesday. Welcome. Come on in. Hello, everybody. Hello. Doing a spiritual and crystal chat today. It's noisy. I am outside, so you might hear some distracting noises. But we are starting off here cleansing and clearing. Hi, Karen. Hi, Carol. Hi, Carmel. Hi, Lori. Always have to sage. I love the sage. It's burning good today, so hey, that's great. Welcome, Shushma. Welcome. Hi, Angie. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. I have a topic today that I've been meaning to chat with you. It came to me a few weeks ago, and it's been a crazy, hectic, kind of not hectic really, but crazy, packed schedule the past few weeks. So I finally get to it today. So I'm super glad, super excited to chat with you about this and see where it takes us. I think we can all help each other with our experiences. So we'll see what happens. Hey, Shirley, Lori, Brenda. Welcome everyone. Thank you. Thanks for the sound check, Carol. So cleansing and clearing. We release all negative energies in this space. All negative energies surrounding us. So it is nice and fresh and clear. So, yes, I am outside, so you might hear some distracting noises, but that's part of it. But also we have seen some very magical moments out here too, so you never know what could happen. So today I'm talking about ideas and inspiration, and also I'm talking about my experience with crystal skulls. I brought that up a few years ago, maybe year or two ago, I don't know, and wanted you to hear about how I got into crystal skulls. I'm not big on them, but I did get my own, and why, how I came across them and why. It is kind of an interesting story. Those of you who are my regulars do know that I am a crystal nut, and those of you who are new to the show, yes, I love all things crystal, and so crystal skulls just fit right in with it. So we'll do that. And then at the end, I do want to pull a card from the Sacred Oracle deck for us as a group message, because it just, it's a beautiful deck. It's a really, really beautiful deck. And I just want to see what it has to say today. And a lot of times the cards that I pull during the shows also resonate with whatever it is that we're talking about for the day. So you never know. So anyway, welcome. Come on in, everyone. Oh, sorry, Karen, you're not feeling well. Sending you love and light and hoping that you're feeling better soon. Hey, Tracy, Amy, Lisa, welcome, everyone. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. Thanks. Please like, share, follow, see first, and all that good stuff. So today, and most often, too, I've got to say, all the things that I talk about on my shows are it's just like download inspiration. It's just given to me, and it's like, oh, I need to talk about that. So I don't know. So it's like it might be meant for somebody that's here today. Might be meant for all of you that's here today, that just need to hear something. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. So today I'm talking about inspiration and ideas. We all have times where we are inspired or we have ideas, and they're slightly different, but they can kind of come together, kind of be seen as the same sort of type of thing at the same time. An idea is a thought for a possible action. We all have ideas, right? We all have ideas. Would you agree? We all have ideas that come to us now and then, right? And we all, from time to time, have inspiration. Inspiration is the process of being mentally stimulated to do something. So you can see how they're kind of related, right? Do you see how they're related? A possible action or inspired to do something. So when I was thinking about this, I thought there's been many times in my life where I've had inspiration and ideas, and sometimes I follow those inspiration and ideas, and sometimes I don't. Here's a question for everybody here, answer yes or no. Do you, when you first get an inspiration or an idea, do you follow that? Let's see what you have to say about that first. Yes or no? Do you follow your inspiration and ideas? Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So do you follow your inspiration and ideas when you get them? Many, many, many wonderful things have happened in our many generations of thousands and millions of years of life have been created through inspiration and ideas. So sometimes that's fair enough. Yep. Sometimes, yes. Good, Karen. All right. You follow yours. Anybody else? Do you follow your inspiration and ideas when you get them? Anybody else want to answer that? I don't know if there's a big lag time. Getting better at it, yes. No. Yes. Sometimes. Yes. Do you feel that sometimes if you don't follow your inspiration and ideas, do you feel that there could be fear involved? Maybe that's why you don't. Maybe the uncertainty of it, of how to get accomplished what you have the idea about. Is there a fear of just the unknown, or a fear of being judged? Of what others might think? What are your thoughts on those? What are your thoughts on those? I think those are probably the biggest reasons for not following our inspiration and ideas. Lack of confidence, yeah. Definitely fear and uncertainty is involved, yeah. Totally, Okay. I think those are the biggest things for not following through with inspiration or ideas. Are fear-driven, or, not confident in it, uncertainty of how to go about it, or just not knowing the direction of how to take it. That's wonderful, Karen. I trust that they're coming from your guides and they know best. That's wonderful. Trusting it more is a big, big, big thing. Trusting that is the direction you should go in is a really huge thing for us, and a lot of times we don't trust. So that's a big lesson for a lot of us to learn. Yeah. A little bit of everything you just said. Yes. Welcome, everybody, for coming on in. Welcome. So often the unknown. Yeah, Karen. I believe that inspiration and ideas come from deep within us, and I believe they are either source-driven, given, or soul-given, or a combination of the two. So if that's the case, then why are we afraid of following through with it? Why are we afraid without following through with it? I feel that inspiration and ideas are part of our soul path. They're deep, deep, deep down within us. And they're part of our plan, they're part of our path, they're part of the direction we should go in. And it's just trying to process and learn how to trust, how to have confidence in ourselves, how to trust the unknown, how to not worry about what others think. I experience this quite often myself. I go through all these stages with certain things, still even so today. One big one, when I was starting off with crystals, I was really, really getting into crystals. And I decided to take it even further, because I was into crystals and meditation for my own self-healing. And it was very private for me. I wasn't out there. I wasn't talking about it. It was my own private thing that I was doing. And I continued to learn, and I continued to grow with it. And then all of a sudden one day I saw this Hibiscus Moon course offered for being a certified crystal healer. And I thought, wow, I don't necessarily want to be a crystal healer, but I want to take my self-healing to the next level. I want to see what she has to say. Maybe she can shed some light on some things that I don't already know, and maybe she can help me, further my own self-healing in ways that I was trying to do. But I had fear involved with just taking the course. One was the cost, the fear of the cost involved. That could be part of the problem with inspiration or ideas, right? Fear of the cost involved. And I was also afraid of telling my immediate friends and family that I want to take this course, because what are they going to think? Are they going to think I've just lost my marbles? So I was afraid of being judged. And I decided to follow through and take it. And it did amplify my own healing. It did actually open doors that it presented openings to me that I didn't even see in the future. So following that inspiration and those ideas of doing these things actually prompted me for many, 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 many steps. Then after her second course, I decided, yes, I do need to help others. I do need to share what I've learned. I do need to teach what I've learned to help others help themselves. So following the inner guidance of that inspiration and that the ideas of doing these things opened new doors. So I opened my own shop where I was a healing center and a crystal shop in one. And I held workshops like this and group meditations like I do often. And I was inspired to keep offering and putting myself out there regardless of what others might have thought, that I felt that they would be judging me. And by doing so, it has all led me to where I am today, talking in front of you on the live shows each week. Had I not followed through with that, I wouldn't be here. We would not be here as this community. We would not be here together sharing this moment in time. And we would not be doing this on a weekly basis. So I feel like when you're prompted with an idea or an inspiration, give it some thought and see where it can take you, because you never know. You might be led into the direction you ultimately really want to go. And it's an ever-evolving, changing process, because we are ever-evolving and we are ever-changing. And we're always growing and expanding and learning and experiencing. And so it never ends. Thank goodness. But you never know what the next thing down the road is going to be for you. But if you keep following those inspirations and ideas, it can take you to somewhere else even better and even better and even better. I opened the shop. I had it for a year. I had to close it because of certain prompts with family issues, but it still was even better than I could have ever imagined, because we have created this beautiful online community that is just more than I could have ever dreamed of. And following the guidance and the inspiration and the ideas that come, we're all part of that. I think, too, a big part of that is, again, like you said earlier, trusting, having the faith, but also ask your angels, your spirit guides, your higher self, your God, Creator, to help you with whatever you are inspired to do or whatever ideas that come to you. Ask them for help. Ask for confirmation that this is the direction I need to follow. ask for signs and indications that you will understand that this is the direction that you need to follow. Ask for confirmations and signs to help you understand what to do next. And they'll give it to you. You might not realize that's the answer sometimes until after the fact, but they'll answer you. You'll start to see signs and indications, and things will start to fall into place too. When I first, I never, ever, ever, when I got into crystals, ever thought that I would have my own crystal shop and healing center. I never, in my wildest dreams. When I first decided, okay, excuse me, sorry. When I first decided to open that shop, I never had any experience opening a business. I never had any experience going through all the steps that you need to lease a place, get the insurance, get the permits, get the inspections, all that stuff. And when you follow the direction you're given and you trust in it, things happen. It just happens. Things fall into place. So many things fell into place so quickly and so easily, but there was so much to do that it felt right. I knew it was right. I really didn't know what I was doing, but it all felt right. And it felt as if everything's going to be okay. And I was putting a lot of effort, a lot of energy, a lot of money into all of that. And it all fell into place just easily. It just happened. So when you follow your inspiration and your ideas and trust that this is the right direction that you need to go into, trust, then you're going to start to see things fall into place and just happen. I've found that many times when you trust and just allow things to happen. I feel that when things just fall into place, it's a huge indication you're on the right path. So what are your thoughts about that? What are your thoughts about that? Let's see, we've got some comments here and we'll catch up on the rest of it. Karen, the problem with thinking you can't do creates that outcome. I believe that too. That's a huge law of attraction. The can'ts, if you can't do it, you're not going to do it. If you feel you can, you can. And I think a lot of times we're blocked with the idea of how. How? Well, keep asking for that guidance. Please show me the way I need to go in order to accomplish whatever it is that you have that inspiration or idea. Say something along those lines. Please help me see the guidance that I need to do for the next step in this. And allow yourself to see whatever kind of answer comes to you for it. Oh, thank you so much for your beautiful comments. I'm so grateful that you're here too. This has made my life, our talk shows and our connections have made my life so much richer than I could have ever dreamed. Ever. It just is such a blessing to connect, every couple of days in whatever way that we do. It is just such a blessing. And like I said, I had to follow through with certain things to be prompted to get to this moment here with all of you. And it was all divine guidance, that's for sure. I have no doubt. That's a great point, Karen. Remember, too, that the angels won't interfere unless you ask for their help. That's true. You ask your angels for guidance all the time, every day, for anything, anytime. Nothing's too small. Ask for help, guidance, answers, confirmation, whatever. Ask them. They're ready. They're just sitting there like twiddling their thumbs until you say something, so do it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Fear is probably the biggest block, I should say, to hold us back from following our inspiration and our ideas. But I truly believe that you can really find some deep, wonderful happiness, some deep guidance, and some wonderful experiences if you follow through with your inspiration ideas. I mean, look at the things that have been invented. Look at the things that have helped people's lives. Maybe you have one of those ideas just within you and you've not followed through on it. So, you know, yeah, maybe you have the next greatest thing just sitting there waiting to be discovered. Trust, faith, and courage is a big one. Need to make it a daily practice. Yes, that's great. Yes, daily practice, absolutely. Oh, thank you for your beautiful, beautiful words. You are so kind. Oh, that's wonderful, Lori. Called on Ganesha to remove fear blocks, and we had an awesome meditation together. Need to do that again. That's a beautiful, beautiful experience. And you can ask your angels and archangels and spirit guides and gods, ascended masters, goddesses, God creator, to help you remove the fear blocks. Help you to trust in the signs and indications that they give you. Help you to get through and follow through and do what you need to do and see where it takes you. You know, I am constantly, now at this point in my life, I'm constantly having new ideas and inspiration. It seems as though when you allow yourself to be open to that, more and more come. And I have so much now that I don't have enough time in the day to do everything that comes to me. So I write the little things down in my journal, and some things I will follow through on, and other things I'll just let be because I just don't have enough time in the day to do every single thing that comes. But follow through and see what happens for you, and just see where it takes you. Some of these things that I don't do right away, I might do later. So that's why I write them down. And I might come back to it. You know, I might come back to it when it's the timing is more aligned with what I'm thinking. But again, too, your ideas and your inspiration are yours. They belong to you. They're part of you. They're part of your soul. They're part of your path. They're part of your divine inspiration. They're part of what source energy gives you and you're created of. It's part of you. It's just part of you. So thinking that it's part of you, wouldn't we should think that it's something we should trust? That's something to think about. If it's part of you, isn't that something that we should trust to follow through on and to do? There's a lot of birds out here today. Beautiful. So beautiful. They're all out just enjoying the weather. It's a little cooler today, but I just appreciate their presence. I think it's beautiful. I still have my moments too, where I have uncertainty and fear. And I ask my spirit guides, you know, is this truly something I should be doing? Is this truly something I should be following through with? And I always get a huge yes, do it. Don't worry about it, we'll take care of it. That's the answer that comes to me. And then I'm like, okay, I'll it's like push the button and close my eyes and let it go and see what happens, you know, that kind of feeling. I'm going to trust. I'm going to press the send button and let it happen. And every time I've done that and trusted and let it go, and it's just ended up to be a very beautiful thing. So trust, trust, trust. What comes from you is a special part of you. It's there. It's meant for you. It's part of your path and purpose and see what happens. You never know. You never know what kind of impact you might make for yourself and others along the way. So So that's my little chat for today for spiritual topic, ideas and inspiration. So I hope this helped you in some way. I hope this inspired you in some way to follow your ideas and inspirations. Like I said, a lot of times these things just come to me, and it's like I jot down a few notes and it's like, okay, I've got to chat with our group about this. And those of you who are new, please join us for these weekly talks of spiritual talks, crystal talks, and meditations that we do. I also wanted to talk to you because on my Crystal Sale Thursday show, I sell crystals every Thursday. Every once in a while I have crystal skulls that I sell and show, or show and sell rather. And I've discussed my little crystal skull experience in the past, but it's been a while, and it's kind of actually a very interesting story, so I thought I would revisit that really quickly, and then I'll pull a card from the Sacred Earth Oracle to see what they have to tell us today too. So lots of cardinals present in your area. It's beautiful. Ooh, we have a lot of pigeons, blue jays, hummingbirds, and sparrows here. And once in a while we'll get a visit from something else, but that's the typical. We planted some new flowers this weekend that I hope that draw in more birds and bees and butterflies. So I'm always hoping to create more of a sacred space for our visitor friends that come to visit us in the yard and our shows too. So, all right, love skulls. So my crystal skull story. These are my two crystal skulls. My husband has a big collection of skulls. He's gotten into crystal skulls. He's not big into crystals overall, but he does like the crystal skulls. And I think the crystal skulls are representation of the 13 ancient skulls that hold eternal wisdom. But how did I get into my own crystal skulls? When I was first looking for a place to practice my crystal healing in person, I needed to find a shop, or I needed to lease a space. And I was looking into all options. So somebody had told me, why don't you talk to this chiropractor? She leases a room by, whatever the day, the hour, whatever, and see if it works out for you there. And she's into crystals too, so you might kind of connect and have this kind of good relationship if it's a possibility. So I thought, okay, I'll go talk to her and see if it's a place that fits with me. So I went and I made an appointment to chat with her, and we were talking about crystals because she was asking me about what I do, and I was talking about all the crystals that I'm into and the crystal therapies, and that's what I needed a space for, is to have a space to have clients come in and do crystal therapy in person. And she was telling me about her experience with crystals, because she actually uses crystals in her space for her clients when she does chiropractic therapies. And I thought that quite interesting because I'd not heard that before, and I thought, wow, that's really cool. So, okay, we got into the topic of crystal skulls. She asked me if I had any. I said, no, I just never really got into crystal skulls, but I thought, okay. And she said that she had several crystal skulls, not big ones, but small ones that you can carry around, a little bit bigger than these ones. And she said that crystal skulls will talk to each other, and I'm thinking, all right, I'm open to that, because I do hear information from crystals, and I extract information from crystals, so I'm open to the idea that crystal skulls might talk to each other. I thought, kind of intrigued me a little bit, so I said, tell me more. And she said she always had a pair of crystal skulls with her, and she carries them around in her backpack wherever she goes. They're part of her team, so to speak. And she listens to them, and she said they talk to her, and they're actually quite funny. They have a sense of humor. And I thought, well, that sounds interesting. I was kind of thinking maybe I want to get some skulls, because I thought, okay, I love crystals, so I'm kind of open to this. And I was listening to her more, and I thought, so she said she went to this convention, chiropractic convention. And she had her crystal skulls in her backpack when she took them with her. And she was meeting different people in this convention, people that she had never met before. And she came across this one lady that was at the convention. And they were starting to talk. And this lady that the chiropractor met had said something along the lines is, I don't know if I'm on the right path. I don't know if this is something I should be doing. And immediately the chiropractor pulled out the skulls because she got this indication that she needed to give these skulls to this lady. And they told her, we need to go to her. We need to help her. So the chiropractor reached in her backpack and said, here, these are telling me that you need these. They are to help you with your path. And the lady just opened her hands and accepted them as a gift and started to cry. And she felt like she had her answer, that she is on the right path and that she will have the direction and the guidance that she needs. For whatever reason, it resonated with her on a very deep level. And I thought, oh my gosh, what an awesome, inspiring story. And I thought, okay, so I got my own crystal skulls. I thought, okay, I'm going to start carrying, I ordered 2 crystal skulls and I'm going to carry them everywhere I go, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this also and see what they have to tell me and what they have to share with me. And so I ordered 2 skulls and I got them, and I thought, oh, I just love, these are my two skulls. And I've not been able to find any quite like this since. So the very first time I got them in the mail, and I was super excited, and I thought, wow, I'm going to put them on the side of my bedside table that night, and I did. And I thought, I can't wait to hear what they have to tell me. So I set them there, went to sleep that night, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and I kept hearing all this chatter, just like voices in my head. And I thought, what the heck is going on here? And I realized, I thought, are you two talking to each other, or what? And I thought, I bet these 2 skulls are chattering, and they're the ones keeping me, waking me up here with all this stuff that's going on in my brain here. And I thought, okay, well, I picked them up and I set them across the room because I thought, well, you two, I need to go to sleep. I don't want to hear your chatter if that's what you're doing. Sorry, I don't want to work with you in the middle of the night. So I picked them up and I put them across the room, and after that I was able to sleep really soundly. And I thought, okay, so maybe they do chatter. I have worked with them, not as much as they would like, because I do have crystals that tell me quite often, you're not working with me enough, and these pair tell me that. And I haven't worked with them in quite some time, but they do have a little sense of humor. They are funny. They do talk, and they do communicate. And I know that sounds crazy for those of you who kind of think, what? But that's my crystal skull experience. And I do extract information out of crystals, and crystals do talk, and crystals can heal, and crystals can communicate, and crystals can store information, and crystals can express information. And I feel all of that is part of this whole thing. Shaped in a skull, I don't know. It is a fun way to work with them. They are cute, they are fun, and they do feel like they have a little sense of humor to them. So, need to get a second one, Lisa Davis. Yes, I do think that they work better in pairs for whatever reason. I think they need a little companion. So I do keep them together wherever they end up in my house. They do travel together. So I do keep them together because I feel that they belong together. I feel that they're connected with each other. So it does not sound crazy. Okay, good. Thanks, Lori. But I found it so interesting that a chiropractor is the one that kind of led me to get my own crystal skulls. And I don't have, these are my only 2 that I have in my own personal collection. My husband has probably about 10, and they're big, from about this size to about this size. And he has a huge pyrite skull that he just recently got in Arizona. And I said, you make sure you talk to that because it's going to give you some awesome stuff if you listen. And my husband's kind of not on the whole crystal awareness as I am, but he's coming around slowly. He's coming around. So I said, you got to work with that pyrite. I'm telling you, it's got some, some awesome stuff to share with you. So listen. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh my goodness. And apparently led to you too, or we wouldn't have crossed paths. Oh yes, Sheena, absolutely, absolutely. Laura, you have a pink tourmaline one, pyrite, and a labradorite one. I have to join the lab one with the other two. Yes, keep them together in their own little community. Let's see here. Lisa, can they be any, or do certain ones work better together? I'll use your intuition on that. This is a green aventurine and this is a labradorite. So use your intuition on that. What are you drawn to bring into your other one, you know? Whatever you're drawn to is the right one. It will present itself to you. When you see it, you'll know it. That's the right one to add to your, with your other one. Yeah. So, yes, crystal skulls. So what are your thoughts on the crystal skulls? Before this whole experience to me with the chiropractor, I was not really into crystal skulls. I was into crystals a huge, in an unbelievable way. But I was like, I was into polished, into natural, into raw, into whatever, all of it. But the cut crystal skulls, I was just like, no, I could take it or leave it. I was not, But when I got my own and started, having these interactions with them, I thought, wow, this is really, really fun. It is actually really fun. So something is prompting Emma to share her little voice out here. I don't know. Somebody must be walking in on the other side of the wall. So, hi, Lucia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, yes, what are your thoughts on crystal skulls? Do you like them? Do you not like them? I know it's a lot of one or the other, it seems like. And I have seen them smaller than this and as huge at the gem shows. Oh my gosh, there's some that are so huge, massive, that they are hundreds of pounds. That it's crazy. So I think there's a size and a shape and a type of crystal for each person who is interested in that kind of thing out there. But yeah, very interesting. Crystal skulls, very interesting. Yeah. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you just popped in, catch the replay of our chat about ideas and inspiration, and hopefully that will inspire you to follow your ideas. Yeah. Don't like the skulls, and that's okay. Everybody's different. You don't have to like them. I know there's a lot of people that love them, and there's a lot of people that are not too sure about them, and that's okay. That's okay. Again, I feel all crystal can shed some either light or healing or information in some way with everyone. So if it's not meant for you, then don't force it. All right, so I'm going to pull a card from the Sacred Earth Oracle deck, and we will see what kind of message we have to wrap it up today, and then I'll let you know what's coming in later in the week. Laura, you think a lot of people associate them with something bad, but I think they're fascinating. I think so. I think a lot of people look at them and think, oh, but yeah, quite the opposite. They are not that at all. But it's something that you have to feel comfortable with. If you're not comfortable with it, then don't follow it. I just wanted to bring this up because when I show them on Thursdays, I keep thinking of that crystal experience. I did not lease that place from the chiropractor. I ended up leasing my own shop where it was just me. So it was interesting, though, that we crossed paths just that one time. I had never talked to her ever again since then, but it was interesting that I must have needed that little bit of experience to be able to share with you today. My goodness, this has taken a while for this card to pop out here. we will see what this has to say here. Let me see what other kind of comments you have here before I show you the card. Not attracted to them, Karen, and that's okay. And Velashini, that's okay, not attracted to them. They store a lot of knowledge, yep. I believe they store a lot of knowledge. I believe a lot of crystals store a lot of knowledge. Just have to spend the time extracting that knowledge. We are told, or we are thought, or culture thinks that it is spooky. Isn't that right? Yeah, culture and society thinks that the skulls are spooky. Yeah. Carol loved them. Yep. Finn loved crystals, just not the skulls, and that's okay. Used to think of the skull and crossbones, but crystal skulls are different, Doris. Okay, yeah, yeah. Karen, you have a small blue goldstone one, super tiny, and I can deal with it, yeah. Melanie, a reason, a season or a lifetime. Okay, so today's message of the Sacred Earth Oracle deck. I love this deck. It is so, such a beautiful deck. I will show you the card, then I'm going to read to you what it says for this today. Center. Their artwork is just truly amazing. Let go of fixed expectations and time frames. Try to be patient, flexible, adaptable, and open-minded. You are well on the way to arriving to your heart's desire. An invisible force gently pushes you and pulls you towards your true center. Let go and let it flow. It has been a long journey, but the destination is so much closer than you think. Oh, isn't that just so beautiful? So, so beautiful. Follow your inspiration and ideas, and you might get there even sooner. Who knows? You never know. You never know where your inspiration and ideas will take you. So, beautiful card, beautiful message. Oh my goodness. Awesome card, yes. Lori, you have several skulls. One of them is a huge smoky quartz, your favorite, yes. Some of the beautiful smoky clear quartz skulls are truly, truly amazing, and they can provide some deep information. I've got a couple here that I will show in the next week or so, and they can provide some information for whoever it's meant for. Yeah, Patricia, the Mexico celebrates the dead. We have different concepts here. Still can't deal with the skull yet. Yep. Amy, never been attracted to skulls, but will get a pair. And those, I've talked to several friends that have them, and I've asked, have your skulls communicated with you or with each other? So I asked those of you who are here today that have skulls, have you noticed that? Have they talked to each other? Have you heard that little chatter? Have you heard their little humor? Do you hear them talk to you? So let's hear about that. And if you do get skulls, keep that in mind. Just see what happens. Be open to what they share with you. Who knows? Patricia, the card is spot on for you. Good for you. Yes, beautiful message. I think it can help a lot of us in a lot of ways. Beautiful message. Yeah, I love that. I love it, love it. So what do we have coming up? We have tomorrow is Crystal Sale Thursday, 11 a.m. for those of you if you are interested in purchasing crystals. Friday afternoon, I don't have the time yet. I will be doing some kind of variation of the new moon manifestation kind of thing. I have something that came to me, an idea, an inspiration, that I want to try something new with you, and I'm hesitant, so I should just do it because I'm given it, right? So we'll just do that on Friday, a new variation of the new moon manifestation. See, I shouldn't say always, I still have those little times where I'm like, oh, I don't know about that, but every single time I have done and followed through with something that I'm given, it has been worth it. It has helped, or it has helped somebody else, or it has helped me, or both. I don't know. So we're just going to do it. I'm just not going to worry about it. We're going to do it on Friday. Do it. We're going to do it. Okay. Thank you. All right. So thank you all so much for joining me. Next week, what do we have next week? I'll have another spiritual chat of some sort. Don't know what day. Please like, follow, see first to get my notifications of when I'm on. And we will connect again with all the other stuff. So thank you so much for joining me with this chat. I do appreciate it. And please share with others to help them along the way, to find us, to join us, to learn, to explore, to whatever. Grow our community even more. This is just an awesome place. And I'm so grateful that I did follow that inspiration and ideas that brought me to here and now. So we've all connected, we've all met, and we've all grown together. And it's just... every time I think about that, I am just so deeply grateful that it's even hard to put in words. It really is. So, oh my goodness sakes. Do it, do it, do it. Yes, do it. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Thank you all so much. Hope to see you tomorrow. Namaste. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for this chat. It was great. I'll see you soon. Bye.